Okay, today, boys, we're going to do our second lesson on cybersecurity, and this one's about cryptography or encryption. So you can see there what I want you to be able to do to understand the term cryptography. What is it? It's been around for a long time, so you're going to identify and learn about one of the earliest forms of encrypting messages, and you're going to create your own encryption cipher codes and decrypt them. So you're going to do that by creating your own Caesar wheel. You're going to decrypt in at least one Caesar cipher message, and then you're going to make up your own. Now, why am I talking about this, and why is it important? Well, cryptography is basically the study of encryption and decryption of messages. So encoding is confusing or confiscating a message, making it difficult for people to understand, and decoding it means you're figuring out what the original message is from the encrypted message. So what kinds of information do we need to keep private or hidden from other people? Well, there's all sorts of things over the internet today that we want to keep private. If you think about it, there are medical records, and we heard about people being asked to put their details in for the COVID app that the government wants. There are people getting their pay via the internet. There are people buying things over the internet. There are people working on all sorts of business and medical research that they don't want necessarily other people to get hold of. So they've got to have some way of making their messages indecipherable to somebody who's not supposed to get hold of that information. So we're actually talking about protecting sensitive information. So what do we do to keep our messages safe? We encrypt our data. We modify it so it's unrecognizable before we transmit it out, making it harder for someone to get hold of it, or if they intercept it, and then someone at the other end has to have the same message or understand how to decrypt it or decode it so they can read the message. Now, I'm going to show you a few things about that. I have today, I have a little message here that I encrypted. Now, this here is this is the Enigma machine. I went to Bletchley Park and saw quite a few coding machines. This is the very famous German Enigma machine, which coded messages, and the Allies couldn't break it for a very long time. But what I've got here is a word. I've encrypted one word using what we call a key of 2, and there it is. The same word has been encrypted again, or encoded again, using the key of 5. Now later on, once you go further into this lesson, I will see if you can decrypt or decode and tell me what this word is. So I'll put that up onto Sector today for you. So we go back to this. There's our images from World War II encryption machines. Now, as you can see there, you'll be looking at a number of videos to help explain to you what cryptography is. The first one is quite a long one. That lady again is talking to you quite quickly, but she will explain a little bit about the background. And then you're going to do a quiz. Then you're going to watch a short video on a Caesar cipher. And that's what you'll then be doing. The Caesar cipher has been around for a very long time, and it was used for hundreds of years actually, until quite recently when people figured out a way, or its flaw or its major fault. So you're going to watch the Caesar cipher, then you're going to do this activity, a cryptography activity. So you have to create your own Caesar wheel, then you're going to use it to decode some messages. Now, to know if you can't follow the directions on the Caesar wheel down here, it does tell you how to make it. I have a little video, found a little video there to show you how you can go creating one from scratch, but it might also help you create your own. If you want to know a little bit more, this one explains why and how it's used. This video here is a modern version of a Caesar cipher using a modern day algorithm. The Khan Academy actually has a nice explanation, and it is also gives you a bit of history and background. The Caesar cipher is actually named after Julius Caesar, who created it, began using it, and went on for many years. And then they also explain why or how someone came up with a way of easily deciphering or working out this code. And then the Khan Academy also has a virtual Caesar cipher wheel that you can have a play around with. So this here at Bletchley Park, and behind it the Coding Museum. This is the famous Alan Turing machine, the bomb, which doesn't have as much memory as the computers in your living room or bedroom now, but this is what they built to decode the messages using from the Enigma machines. It's huge, makes a lot of noise. It took them a long time to work it out, but this was probably the first big major computer. It's quite impressive if you ever get a chance to see it. Now, here is the Caesar wheel that you'll need to print out and create or draw yourself. And here is the decoding. I'm going to send you this on a OneNote page as well. But we'll just go in. And what you have here is the Caesar wheel. What you have is two circles. You're going to put the alphabet around both, have them different colors. It says here, write the alphabet in black in the small circle, so A, B, C, D, right around. And then do the same thing here and have a different color. They suggest red. Once you've written in the alphabet, then cut them out and use some sort of pin to put them together so that one goes on top of the other. Watch the video and that will explain how that works for you. You're then going to use it to decode these messages. And they talk about a key of C, which you should be able to work out. And then you use the Caesar wheel using key C, and that will help you with that. Now I'll have to plug in. So good luck, boys, and we'll see how you go in decoding these messages. We'll have this lesson and next lesson to finish creating your own messages and decoding and encoding. Okay. So good luck with your first lesson on cipher codes and decrypting and encrypting messages.